when we're ready to go.
PlayStation.
Alright, we are back. I am Volkamar here, joined for the first time, in actual fact, by Loophole. Say hello, Loophole.
Hello.
It is good to have you here for the first time here at the Sonython, and we are going to be playing a little bit of Twisted Metal. A game renowned for being equal parts fun and insanely unfairly difficult. But we'll be talking a little bit more about that later. But what's your experience with Twisted Metal?
So, when I was a kid, I had Twisted Metal 2 and I had Twisted Metal 4. Now, Twisted Metal 2 is, I would say, a great game. A very good game. Twisted Metal 4, I would not call a great game. In fact, I would call it rubbish, if you so would please. So, those are the only two games I played when they originally came out, or around the time that they came out. I had them when I was really young. And I played Twisted Metal Black much later, which is a pretty good game. I like that game a lot.
Yeah, it was fairly decent. I mean, it did quite a few things different, but somehow kept the core relatively intact. So it was a fun time.
Yeah, it was very edgy. I remember that too. Very edgy. Twisted Metal Black was.
It wasn't quite as, I guess, fun and just silly.
No, like this game totally is. And
I
love the humor of this game specifically. It's really fun.
And of course the Calypso endings. So good.
Oh, yeah. So right now you're destroying Los Angeles, so you might be destroying me because that's where I live right now.
This seems like a relatively closed-off area, so we should be alright.
Yeah, hopefully fine. I don't want Twisted Metal 2 to be based off reality. If it was, that'd be a bad time.
Indeed. Well, luckily for you, I think the moment has passed. So the idea behind Twisted Metal is that you are a vehicle, usually a participant of some kind, and the idea is that you have to try and survive the tournament. And in this game in particular, that is very, very difficult, because those 2 lives you see down at the bottom there, that's all you get for the entirety of the game.
Ooh, I forgot about that part. Yeah, that's
so
rough.
Basically, you lose 2 lives, it's game over. But the game goes off of a password system. So the idea is that you complete 1 level, you get the password, and at that point it kind of doesn't matter if you die, because you can just use the password to get yourself back onto the level. So on a notepad somewhere, I have a list of all of the level passwords. So the idea is, I'll give each level like 2 or 3 attempts, just to, you know, make sure we're not sitting here forever. And
that's
in the event that I fail or succeed, I will use the password to go on to the next level. That way I can keep the 2 lives that are very much needed, especially later on when the enemies are just spamming specials at you. Basically, the AI cheats after a while. They have unlimited specials, and it's just not a fun time at all.
Bunch of bastards they are.
Oh yeah.
Infinite ammo and stuff. It's funny. It's like you're. It's funny because this game doesn't seem to have. It doesn't have memory card support then, eh?
No. Well, I'm not entirely sure if it does or it doesn't, to be honest with you. Because to my experience at least, all the things are unlocked via cheat codes. So Sweet Tooth and Minion you have to unlock via a cheat code. There's like various special moves that you can pull off as well that you can unlock via. I'm not sure you have to like complete the game and then it says, ooh, here's a nifty little code for you to try out, and that gives you the code to try out a new special move. It's a bit weird. Like, this was back in the era where cheat codes were very much a thing, and this game just kind of takes that concept and just runs away with it.
Yeah, the last hurrah for really wacky cheat codes and, you know, special stuff you could do before memory cards and all that jazz.
And DLC.
Eventually DLC, yes.
Yeah, DLC just kind of thought, hey, those things that are cheat codes, if you pay us money, we'll just let you do it.
Yeah, that's a shame. Because back in the good old days like this, you know, it all came in one thing. Shit ton of cheat codes, tons of secrets. Everyone would be around talking on the playground like, oh, this is the secret. This is how you defeat this guy. You can unlock the secret character by doing this crazy thing that no one would ever want to do. It was a lot of fun back then.
Absolutely. And Playground Talk was just like the best part to generate interest in a game, just because you got people crowding around, like trading codes and tips.
Yeah, and a lot of times they over-exaggerate it, especially like if they really like the game, they like make it seem like the greatest thing ever. Because I remember someone said something about Tony Hawk's Underground. He said, "Oh, you could go all over the world." And I was like, "Oh, you can literally go around the world, like it's an open world or something." But it's not the case. Just weird stuff like that. They'd always talk about cheat codes. Good old times. Good times.
So usually the trick here to Twisted Metal is not to necessarily get yourself into wide open scraps. That is a good way to get yourself killed quickly. So the idea is that you go around, get the lay of the land, and collect power-ups. And then you use those power-ups to do little hit-and-run tactics. So you don't want to stick around for too long. You literally want to go in, club a dude around the head with a few missiles, and then bolt in the other direction as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Mario Kart battle mode if it was more fleshed out, like that was the main part of the game. That's kind of what it is, I think.
Yeah, also a little bit more on the visceral side, I would say, but...
definitely more visceral.
I mean, last I checked, Mario Kart doesn't have literal napalm. Well, I suppose they have the fire flower, but that's not nearly the same thing.
And it's not nearly as cool as Twisted Metal.
Alright, so we're taking out Sweet Tooth, who is pretty much the face of Twisted Metal. Even though he's not necessarily a main character in this game, so to speak. Because Dark Tooth is meant to be the main boss in this particular game, but I guess they needed a poster child, and Sweet Tooth fit that bill.
Yeah, it's weird. I think eventually he kind of grew into that, like the mainstay role, kind of like Jason from Friday the 13th. Like by the time of I think it was Twisted Metal Black, he's like the front of the cover. Maybe even Twisted Metal 4, front of the cover. Get all the screen space.
So who did you tend to play as a lot when you were playing through this game for yourself?
It might be because of peer pressure, just, you know, how cool I thought the character was, but Sweet Tooth is what I'd usually play.
Ah, fair enough. Did you were you one of those little scrub dudes that tend to play Minion a lot as well in this game in particular? Because I know
No,
I was to begin with.
Oh, I hate you. I hated people who played as him.
It was only because I'd only just played the game and, you know, it was just like, oh yeah, I can unlock Minion and try out this dude. That's why I got the hang of things. But eventually I went towards Mr. Grimm and Warthog. I do tend to gravitate a bit more towards Warthog, especially for the campaign, since he's got pretty damn balanced stats. Like, he's not particularly fast, but he's got decent armor. His special is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Very, very decent amount of damage you can get on that. And he's got relatively decent handling as well. You're not going to be flying around all over the place when you're the old Warthog. And he's literally old as well. He's meant to be something like 100 years old or something like that.
Right. In the deep Twisted Metal lore.
Yes. There's some really, really crazy things, like in terms of the lore in Twisted Metal, like how Grasshopper was literally an android of Calypso's daughter, and she gets sent on a covert op to track him down and then blow up.
Yeah. Did you ever play that PS3 Twisted Metal game?
Is this Black or?
It's just called Twisted Metal.
I haven't had a chance to play that one yet. No.
I haven't played either. I remember hearing pretty mixed things about it at the time, but I don't know how it would be now. But that really came and went. So I remember when that came out.
Yeah, it didn't really get much fanfare, did it?
No.
From what I can tell. It wasn't really that well advertised, and it just kind of appeared and then subsequently disappeared. Alright,
Yeah.
Spectre's gotta die. Wherever he is.
Alright.
Where are you? Show yourself!
We got a $1 donation from unknown. Oh, never mind. I know who it is. Sonic is my waifu. There, I just made Loopy Chan say that. It says Flame. Thank you for the $1 donation, Flaming Claw.
There we go. Some of these levels can take quite a long time, especially if you're trying to play it safe. But of course, not playing it safe is a good way to get yourself killed very, very quickly.
Yeah, you gotta go in between. Because a lot, like when I first started playing, I just tried and go after everyone like right off the bat, but it didn't really work.
No, those kind of rush tactics don't really work out unless you've got like invulnerability and God knows what else to go off of. Alright, so at this point we're gonna quit, and then we're gonna put in that passcode that we just received in order to get our lives back. Because that's pretty much the way that I found this game easiest to be played. Because otherwise you're just constantly dying and game overing and you're getting frustrated, and sooner or later you're just going to start foaming in the mouth wondering what you did to deserve this pain.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't remember it too much, obviously, of the password system, but man, that's crazy. You don't, like, can you get lives in just regular playing?
Not as far as I'm aware. I'm not sure if you can get extra lives if you manage to kill people without losing a life yourself, but I've done that a couple of times and I haven't really noticed anything different. One thing Twisted Metal did have, though, pretty damn kick-ass music.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, you may notice this arena is very claustrophobic, so getting away from confrontation isn't very easy. So you're kind of forced into a situation you'd rather not be in. So what I tend to do is just press the issue as much as possible and just hope they get into scraps with themselves. They don't tend to be very aggressive towards other AI, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, no, this game's really like
It's
head over
brutal.
heels against you. It's against you. Like,
And
there's no
only
bones
you.
about it. Pretty much. I mean, I can't believe they expect you to go. I just used to play like versus. I didn't really play like a story mode like this too often, but man, that's crazy. They want you to go through the whole game with 2 lives and everyone's against. That's fucking nuts. It's crazy.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me though if there were some people out there that have actually managed to go through this entire game without using a continue.
I don't want to meet those people. Those people are probably fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're probably the kind of people that just have a very certain set of skills and now they're probably working in the Secret Service or something.
I'm gonna guess so. Those are the only kind of people that I could expect who could do something like that, a crazy feat such as that. Pro strats.
Proest of strats.
Clover, yeah. Clover asked in the chat, have you guys heard Rogue Trip or Vigilante 8? I have. Those are really good.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Vigilante 8. That was basically was it on the Nintendo 64 or was it on the Gamecube?
Vigilante 8?
Yeah.
I thought it was... Rogue Trip is on PS1, I believe. Vigilante 8 is on... I can check real quick. I don't remember, actually. Vigilante 8. I thought it was on the PS1, but it could be... Yeah, it is on the PlayStation. Vigilante 8.
Oh.
But it was also on the N64. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I played the N64 version, that was it.
Okay.
It was alright. It had its own colourful cast of characters, but... I don't know. Back then, I think Twisted Metal was kind of a daddy, and like people were kind of riding on its coattails a little.
Yeah, Twisted Metal really... It was weird. The PS1 specifically was like really big into car combat. Like there were a ton of games. Like there's like a Star Wars one that was really bad. Forgot what it was called, but there's a fucking car destruction Star Wars game. And
That
like,
seems a bit
like
odd.
that-
I mean, I
that
played
card.
Destruction Derby on the PlayStation 1.
Right.
And that was a bit more of a proper / realistic kind of car destruction game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as far as Star Wars races go, just stick to pod racing.
I guess so. Yeah, probably. In
that is some
terms
top
of Star
quality.
Wars racing. Yeah.
Alright, so we just gotta deal with the monster truck now. Hopefully it won't take too long, seeing as he's the only one with us. And we still have another life left, so you know. We're doing fairly decently, I think.
You got this. You got this. Easy peasy.
Alright, let's see if I can minion missile him. Apparently not. My minion missiles are
no.
not working. Up, down, up, up. Yay, there we go. So the little bar at the top just above where your weapon is, which is in this case special, there are certain button combinations that you can do that give you other abilities, like the ability to jump, you get a temporary force field, and what I was using there is the minion missiles, which is 3 missiles followed by a freezing bolt. Very, very powerful, but it does take up most of your special gauge, so you'll probably only be able to fire off one of those every once in a while. But, you know, really, really good. Like, if you can corner somebody with one of those and then just lane a couple of other weapons into him, you pretty much clean house with that. Alright, so now we're at Paris, so I get to type in the password for Paris. Triangle, square, 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 X square.
Thankfully, the cheat code system or password system seems pretty easy. Like,
Yeah.
there's not too much to it.
Yeah, it's fairly basic. I mean, you've got passcodes for each individual character, except for Minion and Sweet Tooth. Those are the only two that don't. Alright, now we are in Gay Paris. Part of me doesn't want to blow up the Eiffel Tower here, because that just causes more problems than solves. It's really fun to do in multiplayer, though. Like, I will always make sure to blow up the Eiffel Tower when I'm in multiplayer. And, we're just going to set ourselves up over here. And we're going to wait for any unsuspecting fools to come by like that. I'm just going to take pot shots at them for a while.
You're just destroying pieces of art. You're destroying statues.
Now they grow back. But yeah, if you stay up here, the other guys will try and come after you, but in the process, they'll kind of shoot among each other as well, so they do some of the damage for you.
Man, that's cheap.
Yeah, but then again, the game itself is cheap, so you kind of got to take what you can.
That's very true. That's very true. So, I can't be against this.
We're not going to stick around here forever. We're just going to whittle them down a little bit to make life easier for us later, then grab some more power-ups and hopefully finish them off.
Yeah. Very quality of life improvements here. Destroying statues, topical. Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. There was a bit of napalm being thrown around there, and I didn't feel entirely comfortable. So, if I could just get unfrozen for a few seconds, I can grab a health power-up and restock. Apart from the health pickups, you can also run over pedestrians to get your health back as well.
Right, I forgot about that.
Although you have to run over like 10, I believe. It's not just one and you get like a very small amount of health. You literally have to get 10 of them at once, and then you get a lump sum. I'm not sure how big that sum is.
Speaking of running people over with cars, have you ever played Carmageddon?
Yes, I have played Carmageddon. I haven't played the remake, though. That's something I want to try sometime.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. I heard it was pretty rough.
I hear similar, but at the same time, I kind of want to give it a go.
Yeah, sure. I just did not hear too much positive things about that. But then again, the first Carmageddon was pretty trashy. Like,
yeah, I mean, you don't exactly play it for a sensible time at dinner with your parents or anything like that. Let's put it that way.
No, it's not a beacon of game design that everyone should look up to. But it
was fun for what it is.
It was fun for the time.
Absolutely. This might be it for our first life, potentially.
Looking pretty low there.
Yeah. Hopefully a health power-up will respawn that I can just go ahead and grab, but I'm kind of surrounded on all sides here. Sometimes you just got to accept that you're probably going to die. But luckily when you die you get a bunch of specials back and you get a couple of missiles for free, so you can pretty much get right back into the game.
That's good.
Another thing I have to mention with this game is, what do you remember about the controls?
I remember them being, like, for the time, I remember getting used to them, but I bet they're pretty clunky. I remember also playing Twisted Metal 1, like, later, and they controlled, like, they were really bad. but
Yeah.
Twisted Metal 1 especially.
To give an idea to the chat just what the controls are, in order to actually accelerate, brake, and turn, you have to use up, down, left, and right. You do have a accelerator on your square button as well, but if you want to reverse and brake, you have to press back. And most people are used to having, well, especially if they play Gran Turismo, for instance, they're used to like accelerate being on X, brake being on square. You got circle as your handbrake. But here, it just kind of throws that all out the window.
Yeah, it's one of those things where they really didn't have like a specific thing to copy off of, so they just had to invent their own weird control scheme. And yeah, playing it today, I'm sure it wouldn't be the best or optimal way of playing it.
It's like the controlling equivalent of detritus. It's that bad. You do get kind of used to its crap factor eventually, but it's not necessarily something you can say, oh yeah, I got used to this eventually, so, you know, it's not so bad, but, you know, that's not really much of an excuse. Alright, let's see if we can PAL Missile Outlaw 2 here.
But I do remember this playing better than 1. Which
Yes,
I remember
absolutely. I
not
do
good at
remember
all.
1 being pretty damn dire.
Yeah, that was super rough. Like this is like the real Twisted Metal to me.
Yeah, this was like the one that put
so
Twisted
much.
Metal kind of on the map.
It's kind of like Street Fighter 2 to Street Fighter, kind of.
Yeah. This could get rough. We're on our last life now.
Yeah, and you still got a few guys left.
Yeah, luckily some of them are quite substantially weakened, so we might, if we play our cards right, just be able to take them out without losing much in terms of health.
See, even with that cheapskate tactic you used earlier, you're still having problems. This game just does not fuck around.
No, it really doesn't. There we go, we just took
man.
out 2 within like a couple of seconds of each other. That's how you do. Alright, we need to see if we can find some health around here. Hopefully some's respawned by now, but we shall see.
Hoping for the best.
Doesn't look like any's respawned yet, so we'll leave them stuck for the moment.
Man, this game's a bitch.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't know, playing it.
You gotta be really on the ball. It is fun, but, you know, it is merciless.
Yeah, and this is what, the 3rd level, correct?
Yeah, this is the 3rd level. The 4th level is where you get your first boss fight with Minion, who was, I believe, the boss in Twisted Metal 1 originally. He kind of acts as a mid-boss here, and he actually has his own story mode. If you cheat him in. Alright, let's see if I can get this guy. I'm not sure if I got him, but the remote mines can be very, very good if you've got someone tailing you.
Yeah, this is this is pretty tense now.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oof. Would you say these 2 remaining enemies are super tough to take down?
Not really, although they come in that sort of mid-range category where they're not quite... They're not, like, made of just health, but they are still pretty tough to deal with.
Yeah. Man. And I realized how much of a dick this game was, man.
Ah, I managed to take out somebody with the remote bomb.
There you go, that's good.
Although we got one more left and he still has quite a lot of health on him. We need a health pickup.
You absolutely do. I think one shot and you're probably gone dead.
Or, you know, if I crash into the wall in just the right way, that would also do it.
Yeah, that's... Oof.
Come on, where's all the health
Lordy.
power-ups? Where did they all go? There has to be one around here somewhere.
How much more difficult do you think this gets later on?
Oh, it gets
Like, what'd
really
you say?
difficult. I remember Antarctica in particular being a problem. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to try and see if I can lure him up here. And pepper him with these last 2 specials that I got. Oh, no, that's not quite the right direction I need to be.
Fingers crossed.
Probably just take him out with a machine gun, potentially, but...
Perhaps. Best to be on the safe side of the situation.
Yeah, I'll just wait for him to spawn and then just missile him. There we go! You can't really cut it much closer than that.
Yeah, good job.
There we go.
That was on the cut of your teeth right there.
Now this is pod racing. No, it's cheap. There ain't no pod racing here. It's kill or be killed. Anything goes. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do Amazonia with 0 lives, especially if we got to take out Minion as well. So
no.
We're going to note down the password here. And we're just going to quit out, enter the password, and continue at a much healthier standpoint. This map isn't so bad, actually. You can generally get by without losing much in the way of health and lives, if you usually circumvent that little area, because obviously you can cut across the lava if you absolutely have to as well. But there's quite a lot of weapons, so it's easy enough to get yourself equipped and really get in the hit and run tactics. Also, you can, I think they take damage from the lava as well as you, so you might even be able to like try and lure them across to you if you like get on a little island or something, and you can take them down that way.
That's interesting. Well, hope it works.
Well, we'll see what we can do here. We started on said island, so maybe we can stick around here for a little bit. Yeah, there you go. They're making their way over here. I ain't sticking around. Luckily, you don't set on fire in the lava, to my knowledge, unless you stand in there for a ridiculous amount of time. I would hope not. But you do lose health gradually, so obviously you don't want to stick around in there for too long. If you're going to be traversing across the lava, you want to make your trip as swiftly as you can.
Yeah, I don't remember this level too much. That's weird.
Well, it's all like in that midpoint where you don't really remember it that much. I mean, the Eiffel Tower level's kind of iconic because, you know, you can blow up the Eiffel Tower and it kind of opens up a new part of the level for you.
And I remember the Los Angeles one, too, and the second one. This one's not ringing a bell too much, though. Again, it's been a very long time.
Yeah, somehow we're frozen, we dipped in lava, and somehow the damn thing didn't melt. This is some, like, next level ice we're dealing with here. The technology has gotten vastly improved.
Next gen ice.
Next generation ice. So effective it doesn't even melt in magma.
You can feel the ice cubes in your controller.
Yes, hypothermic response within your G-Shock 4 controller.
That's where the HD Rumble is.
Alrighty, let's see if we can... Got a couple of homers here, so we can probably do some damage.
Seems like it.
Ooh, Grasshopper's taking a bit of a licking, so maybe we can take her out pretty soon. Who I do want to take out is Mr. Grimm, because he is... It's one of those characters where he doesn't have much armor, but he's ridiculously mobile, and his special is insanely good. Like, it's one of the most powerful specials in the game, next to Minion.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you can land a POW missile on him, I think that does him like half his health.
Okay, looks like I got a few missiles on him. So far you're doing alright.
Yeah, I mean, if we do this, we're pretty much at the halfway point, but from that stage on, that's where things start to get a bit dicey for me. So, like I said, if I get into a level that takes too many attempts, I can always just skip ahead, because at that point, I've kind of already shown off, like, the gist of the level and what it's about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Although, when I do get to Darktooth, I am going to keep at him until he dies, because obviously he's the final boss. I'm not just going to go, yeah, 3 attempts and then I give up. No, I'm not going to cheap you out.
We're going to go all night if we have to.
Yep, I'm not going to cheap you out on Darktooth, don't you worry. You'll get to see some of him.
We're going to see all of him?
Yep, you get the stage 1 and the stage 2, and you have to do both phases on the same, I guess, 2 lives that you normally get.
Okay.
Although I have to say his first form is a lot more intimidating than his second, just because he's made of so much armor. The second form isn't too bad. I mean, if you've got a life to spare, you could just spam all your weapons on him, die deliberately to regain them, and then just finish him off with the weapons you respawn with.
Interesting.
Alright, that's Grasshopper taken care of, and we are very low on health, I notice. Let's see if we can...
At least you still have 2 lives and something.
Yeah. There is usually a health pack right
lives.
over here, but looks like someone's already taken it. Yeah, the AI can also take the health pickups, so don't think they're there just for you. The reality couldn't be further from. Alright, there is one over here, so if I get this booster here, I can boost across the lava. Provided I don't accidentally stand in the teleporter. Grab that, grab the homing missiles, and step in the teleporter to grab some more goodies. This is actually a good place to hide as well if you're kind of trying to bunk yourself in.
Another cheap area.
Yeah, there's like only one way in, so you can wait for them to come to you and just lay waste to them.
Well, I think I can see now how people can beat this with only 2 lives. Probably stay in here, in this area.
It may take you like 5 hours, but you'll get there.
But hey, it works.
Yep.
Or it could work.
I'm not one to knock things like that, but you know.
Yeah, hey, if you wanna spend all day doing that, hey, power to you.
Although back in the day, that would give you some major bragging rights on the playground.
Well, you see that's probably why they made it achievements and trophies so they could do something like that.
Oh, but it's not nearly the same.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know, maybe it's just because we're older and it's not nearly as impressive anymore. Like,
No.
maybe we're just outside the target audience now with the whole achievements and trophies.
Right, but like the thing is, if someone told me that on the playground, something, I'd probably call them a liar, or like, oh, prove it. Like,
I would
that's how
accuse
most
you of
people-
cheating or just believe you had to have used Minion, otherwise there's just no way.
Yeah. Because if there was proof of he did it, then they'd be like, wow, okay.
Yeah, nowadays it's a little bit easier to prove as long as you got the achievement for it, or an achievement for said thing exists. Because of course, there ain't achievements for everything.
No, there's not. So I don't know. You could record it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Another way of doing it. But then again, I don't think many people in this day and age would care too much about how you feed Twisted Metal 2.
True that. They're more interested about Zodiac Age, Yzermat, and things like that.
Definitely. Yeah, YouTuber didn't happen. Pretty much.
Aha! Here we go. Health. Sweet, sweet health. And that's a super health as well, so that actually recharges you to full.
Well, looks like you're good to go.
Pretty much. Basically, you only pick that up in dire emergencies, because I don't actually think it respawns.
Oh, I see.
So once it's gone, it's gone. But of course, once you use it, you're pretty much back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle again. Man, you might not even lose a life this time.
Well,
Maybe.
let's find out. I mean, there's 3 enemies left. Make that 2. And there's a roadkill at relatively max health, so we've got to be careful about him, especially.
Alright.
We'll need to get some hardware to deal with him, I reckon. Luckily, there's some homing missiles just up here, so as awkward as this is to control, let us try and get a hold of them. Well, I got one of them at the very least, before I fell off.
So you played this game like around the time when it came out, right?
Yeah, that's right. Me and a friend of mine both had it, so we'd go around to each other's houses and just play it all afternoon after school.
Sounds like fun. So
Oh yeah, it was a fun time. It's better when you have people to enjoy it with, because otherwise you just kind of wish for the sweet release of death after a while playing through the adventure mode.
Yeah, I used to always just play 2-player mode as well. I just thought that was more fun.
Alright. Up, down, up, up. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Alright, let's line up again and we'll try it one more time. I'm trying to get some minion missiles on him and then hit him with my special twice. Got it!
That should take care of him.
There we go! Not even a life lost either. But now we gotta deal with Minion. So we got 2 lives for Minion, which basically means unless something goes catastrophically wrong, we should be good.
I think you got this. You got this.
Yeah, you know those Minion missiles I've been using earlier as part of my special move? This guy gets them literally as a regenerating special that you can call upon at any time. So, yeah.
Sounds very fair to me.
Daddy's home, so they say. So we got to be very, very careful about how we deal with this guy. Even with 2 lives, you don't want to get overconfident. Obviously now we know where there's super health as well, so we do have a little bit of an advantage there, but we want to make sure that we are as well kitted out as we can possibly be. And, you know, just make sure we have as much hardware as possible, you know, before we meet him head on. We'll let him come to us.
Good to have hardware. Yeah.
This is where your radar comes in handy.
Yeah. So I've always thought like this game was obviously like the best of the original Twisted Metal games, but did you ever play 3 or 4?
I played a bit of 4, and I remember playing a demo of 3, but I didn't actually get that much time with it, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Twisted Metal 3.
It was okay. I mean, it's one of those games that definitely sets out to do what it says on the tin, but
doesn't really innovate too much.
not really, no. It's just kind of more the same, it just looked a little bit prettier.
Okay. Well, for PS1, pretty.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like Final Fantasy VII to Final Fantasy VIII kind of thing.
Well, Final Fantasy VIII is terrible, so that's not a great
but I
sign.
mean it looked good, is what I meant.
Oh, okay, for graphics. Okay.
I mean, they're not like Lego men kind of dealio.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Yeah, but I also remember there's the... for kids or something. It's like Twisted Metal. It wasn't called Twisted Metal Junior, but it was something like that. And it was like RC cars or something. And even as a kid, I was like, this is the lamest thing ever. I don't want to play with RC cars. I want to be in a tank destroying other fucking people's shit up.
What's the point in Baby's Twisted Metal? Seriously, that just kind of ruins it for me, where it's just like, they're deliberately hamstringing the experience just to make it for a wider age rating.
Right. I don't remember what it was called either, but it exists, and it was not good from what I remember. And I think there's also a Twisted Metal on PSP, but I never played it.
Ah yes, I do seem to remember that as well. Alright, come on, minion. Turn yourself around. I think I'm scaring him off with my machine guns, but I kind of need the machine guns firing in order to throw the missiles at him. Actually, I think he may be caught in a loop. Hold on.
Right, okay, so that game is called Twisted Metal Small Brawl. Okay, that's right. That is not a good game.
Run.
Seems like you get this.
If I can beat him without losing a life as well, that would be just amazing.
That'd be dandy.
Oh, he froze me. Oh. Ah, but he killed himself, the ponce. So technically I did do it without losing a life.
Nice.
Hooray, technicalities!
Wow, okay, so I'm watching back what happened and what happened.
He literally crashed into my remains and he was on such low health that it literally blew him up. And it happened before my lives ticked over to 1, so technically speaking, I beat him without losing a life.
Technically. But you're probably going to do the password, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, having an extra life does make all the difference. Alright, so New York, X square blank X circle. Okay. There we go, we are about halfway through now, so that's not bad for about 45 minutes. Still brings us within estimate, although I am honestly expecting to go a little bit over, just because Darktooth can be a bit of a bitch. And some of the later levels too, especially Antarctica, that's probably like the worst as far as difficulty goes.
I remember playing on that map, but I can't imagine playing that on the adventure mode or whatever.
It's a relatively wide open area, and you also have to face 7 people as opposed to 6. So a lot more guns pointed at you, essentially. Alright, here we are, New York, New York.
Now you see, the cool thing about Twisted smell. It's all a fantasy. It's all cool in these like big locations where all these cars are smashing together. I think this is actually like a realistic take on New York City and how it operates.
It is a pretty annoying map, though. Obviously, if you fall off, you automatically lose a life, so that's not something you want to do.
Oh, yeah. So I don't remember this one either, but that sucks. if you can die from fall, so if you fall off, you lose your entire life.
Yep. Doesn't matter how much health you had. You don't sort. There's no Lakitu here to rescue your ass.
Holy shit! God.
Yeah, this level ain't easy.
We're in the thick of things.
I think during my practice run, I pretty much survived with a sliver of health, much like Paris.
Just so, like if you literally got one hit on you, you die.
Pretty much. I mean, I might be able to convince these guys to hate on each other for a little while, but it'll be quite difficult to do because usually they don't unless it's kind of accidental.
Yeah, it's not really a guarantee.
Not in the least, unfortunately. I would have liked to have seen this be more of a bit of a free-for-all brawl during the tournament mode. It would have made it a bit more fair, but then again I suppose you'd just end up with a situation where the player would always be hanging back and it would always be a case of waiting until like the last two people are alive or something. So yeah, I suppose they had to. I understand why they had to go down that route, but at the same time, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, come on, have some mercy. Especially if you're then going to give the AI, like, unlimited specials.
Man, already a life down? Christ. Oof.
Yeah, they're not making it easy for me.
No.
I think you might be able to push them off and instantly kill them, but that is very, very hard to do.
That seems like a pro strat.
Yeah, you really do have to engage the proest of strats, because it is ridiculously hard to pull off.
Someone says in the chat, if I remember the small bit of trivia I remember, you can blow up Statue of Liberty. Is that true?
Ooh, you know what? You might be right. Let's see if I can actually do that. Well, there's the Statue of Liberty right there. Let's see if we can actually pull this off.
For the two people who don't know what the Statue of Liberty is.
See what happens. Oh, there you go. It lights the torch up.
Ah, very helpful.
Now let's see if we can actually blow it up. Yep, we can. So the first one lights it up, and then the next two hits. I completely forgot about that. Man, the Statue of Liberty is thick. THICC.
You're a terrorist. Jesus Christ.
But you know what? It's all good. For the sake of seeing Lady Liberty in the buff, I am willing to make that sacrifice.
Volk, do you hate America?
Nah, I quite like America. Although I have to admit, the only place...
the fucking Statue of Liberty.
No, what I did was improve it. Look, you can see right there, it has been... Okay, that wasn't me before you even say anything. You saw it, I didn't fire a single thing. That just blew up on its own. I was not responsible for that. I improved it. I was not seeking to blow it up. Look, the footage is there. Just roll it back and you'll see I had nothing to do with the eventual demise of the Statue of Liberty.
It just blew itself up, Your Honor.
Yes, but I have video evidence.
That you destroyed it. You destroyed it, yeah.
No, that I gave it the best bikini ever, obviously. Yeah, there are quite a few Easter eggs like that. Obviously you have the Eiffel Tower, which opens up the level. The Statue of Liberty doesn't really change the level, but what it does do is just provide a little bit of humor.
Right.
Well, there's only 3 enemies left, so we're doing it significantly better than we were earlier.
Yeah, I didn't really notice that. Did those 3 guys just die, like, by themselves? I don't remember seeing you destroy them.
I did take a couple of pot shots.
Okay.
This may be the end of this life. Come on. Ah! The freeze lasts forever in this game. It is absurd. But here we go. We're on our last life, but there's only 3 dudes left, and a couple of them are weakened, so we might be able to do this. We just have to play smart with Sweet Tooth and Twister.
I think you got this.
I don't know. I think it could go either way, but
Oh, don't be so pessimistic. You got this.
No, I am a realist.
Okay.
I'm saying there is a chance. I'm not saying that is an absolute certainty. I'm so nervous when I start drifting around the buildings just because I'm not sure if I'm falling off onto solid ground or if I'm going to fall to my death.
I mean, you've been pretty good about not falling off so far, but you never know.
Alright, that's Sweet Tooth down. Twister's right next to me though, which is a bit of a problem. But I got homing missiles. I might be able to make something out of this. If she stops riding my ass, that would be a great start. Smacked her with some napalm. That's pretty handy.
Usually works.
Actually, napalm is pretty unreliable for the most part. Oh, dearie me, this could be rough.
Yeah, oof.
We're all on relatively low health. There's gotta be a health power-up I can get somewhere. Maybe if I go over here, I can coax them into getting here on my terms.
Rip in advance.
Alright, that's one down.
Break a leg. Oh.
Where's Roadkill? There he is.
He should have low health, eh?
Got him! Yeah!
Nice! Nice! Good job.
See, if you know they're coming towards you, you can prepare. Yeah, that felt good. Although now we're in... Now, unfortunately, we are in Antarctica, which is where things will probably start to go horribly wrong.
Starts to go south, literally.
But that's okay. I prepared for this by my claws of the 3 strikes. Because after a while, you're just like, yeah, I'm just kind of beating my head against a brick wall at this point. I'd rather just not, if it's all the same to you. This is a marathon, after all.
Oh, and some people were talking trash. They thought you were gonna die and stuff, and now they have to eat their words.
Oh, you should have seen me when I was playing Guilty Gear. I beasted through that game. That was amazing. Nice. Alright, let's put in the code for Antarctica. Blank, square, X, circle, triangle, blank, square. There we go. It's nice that it kind of shows you how many levels you got left as well.
Yeah.
Like all the red spots are places you haven't been yet, so you kind of know how long you're in for, basically. Alright. Here's where things start to get really tricky. I need to
7 cars.
Yeah, I need to figure out if I can lay low anywhere. And this is one of those dynamic stages where pieces of the stage will actually drop off into the abyss. So you gotta be careful of that as well.
That's some next gen technology right there.
As well as dealing with 7 AI opponents, all with infinite special. Because, you know, the spirit of fairness. You're on stage 7 at this point.
Right. So now's the time they have infinite special?
I believe they did as soon as you finished off Minion, but it becomes a lot more apparent here. Uh-oh. We gotta get out of here quick. Imagine. I believe there's actually some cheap tactics you can do. If you can lure somebody over to where the stage is about to fall off and then gun it before they have a chance to figure out what's going on, you can actually get them to die with the terrain. Although it is, like with the pushing people off of New York strat, very, very tricky to do.
Are you gonna go for it though?
I'll probably give it a try, but I think I'm going to do my Paris strategy here if I can. You know, just position myself accordingly.
Well, keep in mind the Paris strategy left you with 1 hit point left, pretty much.
Yeah, but it was because I went there. That was the reason why I survived to begin with.
That's true.
But the issue is here, there's a lot more wide open area here, so it's not as safe as the Paris strategy. But, you know, it does the job pretty nicely. There we go, got one. Hammerhead's made an appearance again. Oh, and I died.
Ooh. Man, life already?
Yep, and there's still 6 enemies left, although we did at least manage to take out 1. You know, I'll take what I can
Yeah,
get.
Spectre. Spectre, I think, got taken out.
Yep. I had to unload everything I had on him, though.
Oof.
But I've died anyway, so, you know, I guess it doesn't really make much difference in the long run. Let's see if we can push this guy off the stage.
Good luck.
The ricochets are probably the best way to do it, just because they have insane amounts of knockback. Ah, one's gone. I think that guy actually went down to the stage as well, potentially, so, So now we've got Grasshopper on our ass. We may want to, get the hell out of here and find some health.
I still have those health packs. Or at least one.
Yeah, just need to get up there. And with these controls, that's easier said than done. Ah, there we go. Managed to weasel my way up here. Alright, got enough for another minion missile. Maybe I can make something work with this. Ah, got him. That's
nice.
Axel down for the count.
Just a few left to go.
Yeah, it's still 4. We're nowhere close to being out the woods yet, but I think if we play smart, we should be okay. And Mr. Grimm's about to go down by the looks of it as well, so
These people are in the chat are saying a bunch of ice puns, which I'm not a fan of. This game is a tundra fun. I'm not happy about this.
Nah, but I suppose it keeps the chat occupied, so it's a fair event too, remember?
Yeah.
Alright, I need to find a health pickup. There's one up there, but I have no idea how I'm going to get to it. Oh wait, nope, I think I can get to it. Just need to find a ramp to get up there. But seeing as Grasshopper was there, I can take her out.
Mr. Grimm looked pretty close to dead.
Yeah, I think now we're down to 2.
Huh.
Make that 1.
Still got another life left, so I'd say you got this.
Yeah, I reckon we do. I mean, even if we die here.
Would you say this is the hardest stage?
Definitely one of the hardest. Obviously, Hong Kong's probably the hardest, just because of Darktooth existing.
Alright.
And
yeah, it makes
luckily,
sense.
you get a separate passcode when you get to Darktooth, so you don't have to do the actual tournament part, then fight Darktooth's 2 forms, all on those 2 lives.
So that must mean Darktooth's a real son of a bitch, huh?
Oh yeah, he really is. Alright. To Holland we go, to the field of screams! I'm not sure of what the Holland accent actually is, but you know, I kind of associate it with the whole Scandinavia side of things. So we got this area, then Hong Kong, and then Darktooth, and then we are done. So we're about 2/3 of the way through, or I guess maybe halfway. And holy crap, there's 9 dudes. I completely forgot.
9?
Yes.
Holy crap.
It's basically the entire cast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alright, let's chase after Mr. Grimm, because he looked at us funny. Even though he is a skeleton and he has no eyes.
And he's in a car and you probably didn't see him while you were destroying his car.
I think you can destroy the hay bales here for some extra stuff. So that's something I want to do. And yeah, this is another wide open area. Luckily you don't have to worry about like things suddenly disappearing when you're like in the North Pole, but still. Just the fact it's so wide open, there's not really that many places to hide.
Yeah, like I'd say for Antarctica there's still like some bumpy areas or terrain. This just looks flat and wide.
So apparently according to Twisted Metal, Holland is just fields.
Oh, you didn't put in your password then, huh? Because you have 0 lives?
Oh yes, that's right. We should probably do that. So triangle X, triangle square, blank X. Yeah, it might actually help us actually survive this. I don't think we're going to be defeating 9 people on 1 life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I'd like to be able to just get a lay of the land just before I do so, just so I can see, okay, this is where some of the health pickups are, and you know, what you can kind of expect the moment you get thrown into the game.
Flame called you a pussy for leaving. Doing your little password.
Oh, please, I'd like to see you do better.
He's got a point there. I don't know, I think he could have done it in 1 life.
I don't know, I think I need either insane luck or for them to all suddenly turn on each other at the same time and all kill themselves.
David Jaffe don't play games like that.
Alright, where do these teleports take me? Ah, they actually take you inside the windmills. Ooh, I think I see another Paris strategy coming along. Or maybe not. Somebody just literally blew up the windmill.
Right.
Okay, so I guess we're not doing that strategy then.
No siree. No cheating for you.
I was hoping it might buy me some time more than anything. But I don't think it even did that. It may have bought me like maybe seconds, if that. Although the nice thing is, since there's so many people, I can just fire anywhere, and the chances are I'll probably hit something eventually.
Probably. It won't hit terrain or anything.
Alright, so these POW missiles are going to be particularly handy in that situation. If a Grasshopper would leave me alone, that would be fantastic. If it's a slam, you have to be careful, because you like to spam the frost attacks. Just to freeze you in place and then get you with this special.
I've been noticing got a lot of freezes.
Alright, I got
Stop chilling out. Stop chilling out, Volk.
We're not in Antarctica anymore, we're in Holland. At least make it... At least be topical. If you're gonna make puns.
Say topical Holland jokes.
Yes, exactly. Holland puns is what we need now. Come on, get with the program.
Yes. Very easy to do.
Alright, let's see if I can remote detonate a bomb. Well, I can, but unfortunately I think I got myself more than I did the other guys. Oh god, this is not good.
Man.
Ah, nope, this is definitely not good. And I'm dead.
Yikes. Still got 9 enemies too?
Yeah, but I think they're all weakened just because, like, there's nowhere to hide at all. So there are bound to be some dudes who just got hit in the crossfire.
Will you have to farm items?
Not quite. I'm not sure if homing missiles are organic.
There are a Holland of enemies around here. That doesn't even make sense. Somebody said in the chat. These Holland puns are not.
You know, with all these machine gun bullets, I hope my guns don't get clogged. There you go, that's a good one. Stop ganging up on me! Yeah, that's right, bitch, that's what you get. Jump up all up in my grill and you just die.
Oh, I watched 3 play man.
Alright, there's a slight problem here. There doesn't appear to be much in the way of weapons around right now.
Yeah, everything looks pretty sparse. Yikes! All these later levels.
Trusty machine gun for a while.
Yeah, all these later levels just seem like pains in the asses.
Yeah, they really are. Nice, we've got Mr. Slam the POW missile though. See if we can get with that.
I hope we can rake in the rewards.
What did he actually have in Holland? I mean, obviously, what we're getting from this is that there's fields, and not a whole lot else.
There's fields, there's patches of grass, and there's nothing else. There's nothing interesting.
Come on, there's got to be something else culturally significant that's exclusive, or mostly exclusive to Holland.
Windmills.
Windmills?
That could get blown up by ice cream cans.
Alright, we're down to our last life, and there's still 7 fucking enemies left. What the hell?
Yeah, fuck me.
Oh, we gotta thin the herd a bit. There we go. That solves part of the problem. Although Mr. Slam is apparently right behind us. Let's deal with him. There we go. That's another one dealt with. Throw some napalm. Pick up the ricochets. Alright, let's gun it.
Oof. Maybe this is rough.
It really is. Alright, that takes out another, but we are very low on health. And I haven't seen any other places with health around. Yeah, this does not bode well for us.
Oof.
Well, we have a special at the very least, so we've got something to work with, although we are being tailed.
Something. If you can pull out of this, dude, I will. I'll give you a nice pat on the back if you can get out of this.
I would love to be able to receive it, but it might not happen.
It might happen. The Paris got pretty bad.
Oh yeah, but Paris is slightly different. We actually have had a strategy we could go back on that one. We don't really have that same luxury here.
I don't know, I could run around the grass a little.
One more hit, I think we're done. Oh no, Sweet Tooth, you bitch!
You fucker.
Alright.
That's a shame.
Okay.
Is that the first time we're gonna have to restart?
Yep, but that's okay. We got the
man.
passcode still, so we'll give this another go.
Yeah. Alright.
Triangle X, triangle square, blank X.
Wow.
But yeah, that's literally what happens. You lose 2 lives, it's game over, and unless you have the passwords written down somewhere, you have to do the whole thing all over again.
No, I really expected a no password run here.
Oh, my sweet summer child, how wrong you were. I'm part tempted just to kind of let them fight it out a little bit if possible. Like, save as much weaponry as I can. To a degree, obviously, because we'll probably end up dying at least once here.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe not.
Well, we'll see.
Making it a no-hit run either.
Yeah, no hit run, like, especially on this level.
Yeah.
Probably next to impossible.
Yeah, I can just do a perfect run. It's easy.
I can probably see a tool-assisted run maybe pulling it off.
Sure.
But, I haven't actually seen any tool-assisted runs of this game, so,
I haven't seen a run of this game, period.
well, it's on World of Long Plays, I believe, so we got it over there at the very least.
Okay.
And of course, if you want to see all the endings, there's like a compilation of all the endings as well.
Alright, those are really fun.
Oh yeah, they got some really fun endings in that game. I mean, Calypso's like a bit of a dickbag, but he does actually get one up over on some of the endings, like with Grasshopper, Minions, another good example. Minion just literally grabs a hold of him and takes him back to hell. It's amazing.
We're gonna have a field day with this.
Maybe for you guys, probably not so much for me.
Especially for you, you kidding? Aren't you having fun?
Kind of, although I wish this was maybe slightly easier. Or maybe slightly more hiding places, that would be nice. Or if the AI would actually think to fight each other every now and then.
No hit run, machine gun only, fox only, final destination.
Yeah, of all the things that are not happening, that's like right at the top of the list.
No password, no hit, all perfect run. What kind of stream is this? One for plebs?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
why
you
else
caught
do you
your
think
pleb.
I'm here? They wouldn't let me in anywhere else because on account of my lack of skill. This is the only gig I can get.
I got anti. If I try playing this right now, I get creams immediately. We'd probably still be on fucking Paris.
Okay, maybe give yourself a little bit more credit than that.
No! This game looks like a fucking bitch for single player. I never played single player, like really.
Ah, well, you mostly just set up challenge matches and just pissing around on that.
Yeah, or multiplayer.
Oh wow, there's a kerfuffle going on over there. Have some napalm. Like the one time that maybe you might be able to get some use out of napalm.
Well, in the video game sense, yeah.
And as we go, now here are the top 50 domesticated uses for napalm. Cook your hot dogs. Have a nice family barbecue. Sit cozy at the fireplace.
You get radiation poisoning as well.
The possibilities are endless. Mr. Slam, could you please not slam me?
It sounded a bit sexual.
Ah! We still have 8 enemies left and I'm on my last life. What the hell is this?
This is bad map.
Alright, we can get revenge on Sweet Tooth. I think. There we go. And we could probably take out Mr. Slam with the machine guns.
Okay. Got a few guys off.
Yeah, but we'll only be back on 4.
Hmm.
Actually, Outlaw 2's ending is pretty funny. They end up, it's basically, the person behind Outlaw 2 is looking for a partner. So he goes, please, take me to my, partner, and it's just like, okay. And turns out his partner's just been abandoned in the middle of space. So she's there in her police car, and, she finds her partner in crime. Or crime fighting, I suppose. And, in the end, she said, I prepared for Calypso to do this, and like she transforms her squad car into a fucking rocket ship, and then goes down. It's just like, all right, we're gonna take down Calypso. I'm just like, yeah, that's awesome, even though it makes no sense at all.
Yeah, I think you got this. You got some guys off of you. Just 3 so far, from what I'm seeing. Got full health.
Yeah, there's like one on relatively full health that we managed to whittle down a little bit. We just need to try our damnedest to keep our distance. Unfortunately, I'm a little low on the turbo. If I turn around now, maybe I can fire a few missiles their way.
That'd be good.
Alright, that's one down. One more to go. Got him! Yeah!
Nice! Nice!
I actually didn't expect to get it in after that attempt. I thought it was looking really, really bad so early on. I was just like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to do this.
Yeah, man. You bounce back.
Alright, so I did find out one fact about Holland due to my lovely girlfriend who just finished work. She wrote down on a piece of paper that apparently Holland is way below sea level. So basically, Holland is Atlantis.
Oh. That's probably the most interesting thing ever said about Holland.
It's like the best they could hope for. We're under the water. It's really quite annoying.
It's like Atlantis.
Like Atlantis free. Like they ignore Atlantis entirely and they just film the entire thing in Holland. And you just got a guy looking to how like best to blow up the rice fields or something.
The rice fields. Oh yeah, I know you want to get a feel for level, but 0 lives.
Yes. Holland is, not Holland, Hong Kong is where you actually fight Darktooth. So, after you do this, you get a new passcode which gives you the code for Darktooth. And then you fight Darktooth, both his forms, and then you get your ending. So, hopefully we might be able to do it now. We're probably not going to do this with an estimate, but, that's okay. I'm only going over myself with a Soul Edge, so that's fine. And I think Soul Blade and Soul Edge doesn't really take that long either, so yeah, should be fine. It don't matter if we go a little overestimate here. Alright.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Let's grab some goodies. The way you want to be going is through these tunnels here. That's where all the goods are kept. You don't want to go down here when Darktooth comes along, because otherwise he shoots super ricochets at you, and you just die. So, you can't really rely on this place. You can try and go down there. There's a good chance you might be able to come out okay, but, you know, don't spend too long, otherwise it'll go pear-shaped very quickly. And that's a free tip for you right there.
So there are only 8 enemies on this stage, and it's obviously not super wide.
Yeah, it's not nearly as wide open this time, so I'd actually say this one's a little bit easier, but I suppose when you got Darktooth looming right after this, I suppose they had to calm it down just a little bit. Or maybe it's just trying to lull you into a false sense of security, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we got some toys to play with now. Let's play a bit of show and tell. Man, these guys really do not want to play.
Yeah, it's pretty barren so far.
Yes, and I missed the missiles as well.
Would you want a new Twisted Metal for PS4, Volk?
Yeah, I reckon a new PS4 Twisted Metal would go down quite nicely.
Just promote it better than the last one.
Yeah, like actually make people aware that it exists.
Yeah.
That would be a good start.
And from what I remember about the PS3 game, well, from what I remember hearing or seeing, is that they had like races, like in it.
Like actual races?
Like actual races.
Huh.
It's like that's not what Twisted Metal is all about.
Yeah, like talk about just
ideal.
going completely off the curve. Just like,
Oh,
yeah,
well.
we're a real racing game. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Please stop pretending. Just be who you are. That's all we
Hey,
want. That's all we expect.
It has cars, so they gotta race, right? Some weird attempt at trying to do variety, but it's like not needed at all. They could just focus on the mechanics being good.
Yeah, exactly. Twisted Metal just sells itself, really. You don't need all this extra bullshit attached to it. Just give them
Especially
their cartridge and
nowadays.
it's absolutely fine. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, and nowadays I think that'd be pretty novel. Because do we really see any car combat games anymore? Like especially a good one.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the Carmageddon remake, there really hasn't been an awful lot, has there?
Yeah, and I heard that was rubbish. So I don't know about. I would like to see a new Twisted Metal, sure.
Alright, come on, die, Mr. Grimm. Yay!
And I'm not sure if the last one was made. I'm pretty sure it was made by David Jaffe, who made all the Twisted Metal games. But I'd like to see him try to do something new.
Yeah. I'm sure he has some other ideas floating around. I kind of like to see what else he's got.
I think David Jaffe did make a new game, actually. Like, no one... It was that Drawn to Death game. And no one, like, played it. It's like some multiplayer shooter, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
I think it came out this year. And
Oh, wow.
nobody talked about it, yeah.
Let's see if we can get some ricochets down. Oh, hello, Shadow. Didn't really want you here, but I suppose you're here now. Come on, fight among yourselves a bit more. Come on. Be a pal.
Folk, come out to play.
No, not until you learn to play with each other and not just me.
Yeah, play with each other, please.
I'm not
Everyone
used to all this attention.
Everyone wants to be your friend.
I don't.
They just want to give you
I have enough
ice
friends,
cream.
I'll have you know.
They just want to give you ice cream and limousine rides.
Spoopy limousine rides.
Someone asked who you're playing as.
We're playing as Warthog. No, that's my health! Motherfucker! That was literally my health, and they just went and stole the fucking thing. And blew me up as well.
Bastards. Wow. No, I want. I saw a replay of that. Wow, that was bad.
There we go. Took out Grasshopper at the very least. That's 6 now
Nice.
we're down to.
Oh man, well, you did some. I don't know what dark magic you did on Holland, but hopefully we can do it again here.
I would very much like to do that as well.
Yeah. That's some MLG strats right there.
I don't know about that. I think I just got lucky, to be honest with you. But you know what? Little luck is never a bad thing.
Definitely not.
Unless you're playing board game with your friends, and then apparently it becomes a very bad thing, worthy of topics of discussions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with me and Dice, but apparently we have a very good relationship.
Huh.
Much to the chagrin of my friends. They would much rather I didn't. Okay. Oh, Outlaw 2. Let's play a little bit. Is there a health pickup down here? I can't remember. Try to figure out if there's a super health around, but I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, neither have I.
And Real Kill's been almost dead for a little bit too long. I think this needs to be sorted out. Maybe we can sort him out with a missile up his backside. Yay! There we go.
Nice.
Alright, we got a remote mine here. Let's see what we can do with this. Probably don't use it right away. Probably a good idea to save it. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to use. What? That person was literally invisible. What the fuck?
What? For real?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I saw now. Yeah.
That is so cheap.
Pulling out all the stops here.
I think I may have to pay another visit to the subway system. Yeah, this is the PS1. This is PS1.
Yeah, well, I think he said that because like a lot of times it'd be slow rendering certain things, like polygons. So maybe it was invisible for a second.
No, I think there is literally meant to be a way to be invisible, but I can't remember the button combination.
And the AI did that? That's
Yep.
fucking weird.
As far
That's
as I'm
really
aware, the
good.
AI doesn't have a limited amount of special bars. They kind of just spam whatever the hell they want with
Yeah,
impunity.
AI can just do whatever the fuck they want, apparently.
Yeah, unlimited signature special attacks and just unlimited whatever the fuck else they want. If they want to use free bolts, they can use those as many times as they like. Whereas we have to wait. I'd like a bit more health, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find any. The health reserves have been dried up, from what I can tell. But that's okay. Maybe I can just bunker up somewhere and wait for somebody to come over. A little bit like that. Yeah, that's probably about as best as we can expect. Just fire whatever we can. Hope for the best. Alright, so 5 enemies. Probably quite a few still at pretty high health, unfortunately. Let's see what damage we can do here.
Yeah, Axel is only like halfway. Sweet Tooth's up. Oof.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth is still pretty healthy. Hopefully that's the sound of them fighting each other for a little bit. And not just them trying to fire at me through the subway.
Hmm.
Power missiles. Just need to think of how I can pick these guys off.
Is there a cheat special room?
Not as far as I can tell. There we go, we got one.
Okay.
Just gauging a bit of hit and run. Hopefully... Oh, I think there's some health down here.
That'd be nice.
I am being tailed, so I'll just have to keep that in mind, see if I can shake him off. Nice! I got someone with the power missile. I think he was heading towards the health as well.
Awesome. Oh, really?
Yep.
Um,
I mean,
Did
he
you
was
find
heading
the health
towards
yet?
that dead end, so I can't really think of any other reason why he'd be going in that direction.
oh, okay. So,
Ah, we got Axel as well, so there's 2 enemies left.
nice. And you're almost full health.
Yeah, but unfortunately Twister got me. And Sweet Tooth's on my tail as well.
Shit. Whoa, oh, that looked crazy. With Twister.
Yeah, let him choke on that for a while. And head back down towards the subway. See if we can find something.
This is getting really intense.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to pull it off just because Sweet Tooth is on such a high amount of health right now.
Yeah. Well, at least Twister's almost dead.
Yeah, Twister's almost dead, but then we still have to deal with Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, that's a bitch.
See if I can take out Twister. Nope, that was my special whiff.
Somebody says this game looks very crazy and different. Yep, pretty much.
I caught her as he was trying to do a special.
Nice.
I need some health, badly. There must be something I can do here.
So I didn't really catch on. Does the health regenerate?
Nope, it does not.
Doesn't spawn back in? Okay.
There's a health thing up there, but I
Yikes.
just don't know how I'm going to get to it. Which is a wee bit of a problem, as you can probably imagine. Can I jump? Hold on. Up left. Alright, there is a jump command, but the problem is I don't think I'll be able to get any forward momentum. Suppose I could just experiment with it a bit. Up left. Ah, I can, alright. I just need a bit of a... Oh, no, that's not good! No, 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 please leave me alone. Please, just don't. Oh, bollocks! Come on, get me out of here, please. Oh, yeah, he had way too much health. Alright, let's give it one more go. We almost had him.
Yeah, wow, that was fucking crazy.
If only that health wasn't so difficult to get to.
Yeah. Wow, that was fucking crazy. Fucking Sweet Tooth, man.
Don't like him. That's okay.
Don't like him.
I like how like one half the password just like why did I do just like See if we can get a early bit of damage in there.
I feel good about this one. Ooh, we got a $25 donation from Umbrionic65. He says, Hello, I'm back once again, and fellow donators, I am disappointed naming Eris Gonna Live, giving people false hope. Hopefully, I'm surprised no one tired to name her Flame instead, considering the many things that happened involving during the Sonython. Well, gotta make Tom suffer by putting this towards naming Kate Sif and Tom, as well as Mania Raffles. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Son of a bitch. And I'm out of turbo as well, which makes the napalm a bit more of a headache. There is some health there, though. Hopefully we can get to that before we die this time. always a good idea to check the cars as well. They sometimes contain health pickups as well.
Well, that's good.
Of course, we're kind of stuck in a corner now, unfortunately. Ah, damn it.
Life already?
Yeah, we've lost a life already, and we have taken out nobody.
Yikes. Well, Hammerhead looked halfway dead. Or more than
God,
that.
we've already lost half our health.
Shit. Yeah, Outlaw 2 just messed you up.
Well, we spawned pretty much right on top of it, which is,
Yeah, that's not good.
it's not very nice. Alright, I think we may have to take a trip to the subway. We can find the goddamn subway. Man, Sweet Tooth just does not want to leave me alone. I can't recall if you can actually destroy these cars or not.
I assume you can.
I'll just chase after one with my machine gun for a bit and see if it actually eventually blows up.
Might need.
Twister somehow found her way into my realm. Well, luckily she didn't do much in the way of damage, so that's fine. Unfortunately, Shadow's also skulking around. Maybe I can do something with this. Or maybe not, we could just get killed, and now we're on literally our last life, with 7 enemies still to kill. Many of them still on full health.
You're probably right, this is the hardest regular map.
I think it's just more because the AI just does not mess around here.
Yeah, because I thought at first that wouldn't be too big of a deal, because it's not super wide and flat like Holland was, but it seems not much better. In fact, probably worse.
Yeah.
That's a shame. It just boggles my mind, though. They really did expect you to go from the very first level to here to beat this in one go.
Yep.
That's absurd. When you told me that, and you can't even really pick up lives, and it's just like, wow.
No, I was being deadly serious with that fact.
Yeah.
Come on, one of these cars must have. Yes, there we go. That'll save me for a little while.
You got health?
Yeah, a little bit. Not much, but it'll keep me going.
Well, you're on life support now, so hopefully got this.
Yep, just gotta try and be as smart as I can about this. Although smarts can only get you so far.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of ballsiness in you.
Mm-hmm.
Will he be able to pull off the clutch? We'll see. We'll see. Seems most of them are around half damaged.
Yeah, even Sweet Tooth, thankfully.
Yeah, that's good. Don't want to repeat.
No, definitely not.
Oh, that hurt so much. Ooh, Thumper still has full health, pretty much. It's not good.
Oh! Ow. And Grasshopper's literally on my ass as well. Alright. It's gotta be somewhere else with some health. Wait, I think I know where there might be some. If it's still even there. It is, but... Oh! That's close. Got it.
Nice. Well, you're still in the game.
Just about. Fuck off, grasshopper. I might have to see if I can get that health from up there again. It may be the one thing
Probably
that
gonna
might
have
be able
to.
to save us. It's just,
Although to jump, you have to put in a command, right?
yeah, it's up left to jump.
Oh my god. So backwards.
Unfortunately, now everybody's in here, and I'm probably gonna die now. Yep, I'm dead. Ugh.
Oh man.
Alright, we'll give it one more go, and then we'll skip to Darktooth.
Alright.
Because at
Sounds
least then
good.
I can say I've given it a good go.
A good college effort, as they say.
Yep. And Darktooth might take a while, so I'd rather not spend too long faffing around with these other stages if I can help it. I sort of like how all the enemies just gang up on you. They have almost no interest in each other whatsoever. That kind of...
Yeah, fucking ruthless.
It
A lot
can
more
at least-
ruthless than I remember.
Yeah, they can at least, like, if someone's directly in front of you, shoot the hell out of them or something. You know, that would be nice.
If only. Okay,
Oh, it took down Spectre quite a bit at the very least.
that's good. Yes, he did die again, Sean Retro.
Alright, let's grab the health from down here and grab some goodies. Or at least try.
Given the AI will let you.
No, it's more the controls. Like, if your car's bouncing around all over the place, it doesn't necessarily help.
Even the controls are out to get you.
Yep. This game does not make it easy.
No prisoners.
There we go. Let's grab that. And we'll head out and see if we can do some damage.
The Benny Hill music would be a good placement here.
Oh wow. They did a lot of damage to me. Alright, let's find some more health. Should be some down here. There we are. Alright, managed to get a pot shot off on Sweet Tooth.
That's good. Don't want to have him almost full health again. I mean, you're sticking around with 2 lives for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, I'm hoping I'll be able to take 1, maybe 2 people down. If I can do that, I should be in...
Should be able to get
I
Spectre,
should be in
maybe.
good setting.
Yeah.
No Sweet Tooth, that's my health. You leave it alone. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Still got half health, so we're doing better. It's just that I'd like to be able to get at least a couple of kills under my belt.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, you have been getting some hits on a lot of enemies. So.
Oh yeah.
I saw the Spectre and Mr. Slam are pretty low.
Oh, come on. Just one more hit. One more hit. Whew, that was rough, but we got him.
Nice.
Alright, let's see if I can lure somebody over here.
You're gonna blow him?
I'm gonna try and see if I can lure somebody into this here trap and just detonate a fool. Come on, who wants a piece? Ah, grasshopper. Alright, let's get out of here. Head towards the temple, pick up some spare turbo if we can. Actually, it may not necessarily be safe over there right now. We should probably head towards the subway and just shake everyone off for the moment. Maybe the health might have respawned as well if we're lucky.
Flame says, Volk, roughly how long do you reckon you have left? You have just the final boss left after this, right?
Yeah, I'd say maybe 30 minutes tops. Like I said, after this attempt, if I fail here, I'm just going to go straight to Darktooth just to save some sanity and also time.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, these levels are pretty long. Like,
yeah.
They're not exactly short affairs. Well, I blew up a car, but he didn't drop anything, so I guess it's just there for cosmetic effect, just in case you want to take out your anger on something or someone.
Not a lot of metal is being twisted. Yeah, a lot of more driving around and being resourceful than I remember. But that definitely seems like what you have to do for this game. Single player wise.
Alright, let's see if anybody wants to come over here.
Ooh, man, you're really stretching on that 2 lives.
Yep. I'm just doing what I can. Well, somebody got taken down, but I couldn't tell who. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh my god, I wish this thing controls better. Flipping around all over the goddamn place. I think Grasshopper's right behind me as well, that's no good.
At least you got 2 enemies completely down.
Turn the corner.
V2's really close to dead.
Yeah, come on. Homing missile! Got him!
Got this. Nice. Woo!
Ah, get away from me.
I'd say you're doing pretty good to this run.
Oh, well.
Oh.
We managed to take down 3 of the 5 enemies, and some of them are at quite low health to boot. So, you know what? I'm happy with that. That is a solid round. Alright, let's see if we can bring this on home. Alright, there's Axel taken down. God damn, Twist is at full health? Seriously? Oh my god, where the fuck did you come from?
For real?
Get the fuck out of my way. Just literally jumped in front of me, just like, fine, I'll just missile you instead. Alright, let's see if I can lure Twister over towards me.
Yeah, let's get some lowered health on that guy.
We do have some health respawns. Don't think I've had any in a while. Missed him. Alright, brief detour. Just to keep him guessing.
Thanks.
So apparently Twister likes to go invisible, so that's something I'm going to have to keep in mind too.
Somehow. I wonder what, like, if there's an in-game explanation for being able to go invisible or not.
I reckon there is.
There's gotta be something wacky, because I can't think of a reason why. Unless it's Calypso's hellish magic thing.
Come on, get up here. Got him! Alright, 2 left.
Oof. So you got a pretty good chance of this.
Yeah, I reckon so. And then we can put in the code for Darktooth and wrap this game up, hopefully.
Yeah.
Alright, so Thumper's skulking around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Alright, got him. So we are on low health, which is a bit of a problem. But that's fine, there's only one other person here, so I might be able to just let them come to me instead. Just pepper them with as many missiles and whatever that I can.
Oh. Ooh, he's really low.
Ah, the special went through the wall. But that's okay. She's on really, really low health. We have full health and a full assortment of weaponry, so I reckon we got this.
I don't know, man. She's the underdog here.
Got him!
Nice.
Victory jump!
Well done.
Darktooth. Oh, he's Sweet Tooth's dad. You killed my son! I want my little clown boy back! Oh my god.
Little clown boy.
My little clown boy! How dare you! Alright, so circle square, blank, circle, circle square. That's actually a really easy password. You might. That's like the sort of password you might just be able to accidentally guess. Alright, so here we go. Now we're on Darktooth. So, we're in this until the end now. There's no free attempts on this one. We just go on until he's dead.
The real Twisted Metal begins here.
The true test. That's a big ass ice cream truck!
Well, hey, I mean, it's just one enemy, right? It should be easy.
Oh, no it isn't. Trust me on this one. If there's one thing this thing is not, it's easy.
So does he have 2 health bars then?
Basically he has 2 forms, so after this one he just turns into what's essentially a skull. And then from there you have to kill him.
Okay.
Come on, minion missiles. What the hell are you doing? Wake up. Oh, we're getting munched.
Whoa.
Alright, we took him down to half health. I think if we could take him down to half health on those 2 forms and use the final life to take on the 3rd form. That's usually a good place to be.
Man, he really just throws everything at you.
He really does.
Good lord.
It's just so dumb. He's like, it's homing napalm, ricochets, and some other things that...
Just give him all the weapons that he uses constantly.
Yep.
Wow.
There is no end to the spam. That, and he's pretty much faster than you as well.
Even with turbo?
Yep, even with turbo.
Yikes.
Come on, die! There we go. Now, I don't know if you get restored to full health in between forms, but I suppose we'll see soon. But what's this? Inside the giant head, you see the shriveled figure of an old man. Heads up, you freak! This senile old fool screams. Alright, so this is the 2nd form. He doesn't have nearly as much armor this time, but he is still very annoying.
Wow.
Did I seriously just do Darktooth first time?
Did you? Wow.
I did.
Wow.
After all the trouble Hong Kong itself gave me, the grand finale, which I was hyping up this entire time, just ends.
And it's funny because for me, like you literally just started the boss and you told me you were done, so I was like, wow, okay.
Alright, so Warthog wishes to have the body of a 20-year-old.
Oh. There's Twist Metal 2 for you.
Maybe next year you will win Twisted Metal again and ask for the head of
Sweet Tooth was harder to beat than his dad.
I am Calypso, and I thank you for playing Twisted Metal.
There you go. I think Calypso, I'm not entirely sure if Calypso's meant to have the same voice actor as James from Pokemon, but I always thought they were almost the same dude. They have sort of like that same kind of campness to the like voice to it. But yeah, Calypso's pretty funny. He's just like, here you go, have the body of a 20-year-old. And if you come by next time, maybe you'll also remember to wish for the head of one as well. But there we go, that was Twisted Metal. It was a bitch, but thanks to the handiness that they give you passcodes whenever you complete a level, we got through! We actually did it!
Yes.
Hooray!
We survived.
We survived, well, kind of. We did die a few times in, well, let's see. I think we died in Antarctica, Holland, and then twice in Hong Kong.
Yes, we did.
We had a few close scrapes as well, which we actually managed to weasel our way out of, so, you
Definitely.
know, we got some cool hype moments in there after all. But yeah, highly enjoyable game. Just be prepared to use the password system if you want to actually make some decent progress through the actual main story. But there are some really, really cool endings in this game that are well worth seeing. But yeah, I think that'll do for now. I will be getting set up to play some Soul Blade in just a moment, so hopefully it won't go anywhere. We should only be about 5-10 minutes, give or take. But yeah, thank you very much, Loophole, for joining me in our excursion around the world of Twisted Metal. We got to blow up the Eiffel Tower and see some things perhaps we were probably better off not seeing.
Yep. Well, it was definitely a lot of fun, Volk, and enjoyed being here.
Excellent, I'm glad you did, and I appreciate you accompanying me here for this. But stick around, we'll be back for some Soul Edge in just a moment. See you soon!
Bye-bye.